Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Just when people thought investigators had everything they needed to know about the Nolan Wells case, we got a tipster who has come forward with information. The question is not just what that information is, but why are they coming forward now after all of this time? Well, we'll try to answer that question in a moment. But first, I want you to check out this video courtesy of Secret Service Sam. Leave your comments and I'll come back with mine.
I'm here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. This is something a little bit shocking. Somebody just reached out to me on Facebook. He's verified that he has been talking with the investigators, as you can see in this screenshot. And I'll just read you our conversation. I was on Horn Island on the 4th. I have information I will share with you, but for obvious reasons would like to keep certain parts a secret as they would absolutely damage the investigation. Let me know if you want. I've had several conversations with investigators. I can be seen in the video in question regarding an altercation. I said, oh, sure. Were you really there? I was there during the video in question. I can be seen on the far right walking away. Okay, great. What would you like to say? I will not use your name or anything. Then he sent me these screenshots of the phone calls. I said, I believe you. What would you like to share with me? Thanks. I've been working with investigators. I walked through right after a real fight broke out. I didn't see Nolan or the friends he rode there with around, but I have reason to believe Nolan was part of that fight. What do you think happened to Nolan?
Okay, it cuts about right there, but you get the gist of what's going on, fam. The question is, what triggered the tip? Did the tipster see recent coverage, hear about something? Did somebody reach out to the tipster? See, we're not going to leave one stone unturned in this case, fam. We're following every tip, every lead, and we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty in this case. So we need to know, did the tipster see recent coverage? Did he hear somebody make a statement that he or she believe is inaccurate, or finally become comfortable talking? You know, a lot of times when these type of cases come about, it can be very dangerous. Speaking out can be very dangerous. You're talking about going up against a criminal enterprise. That's right, I said it, a criminal enterprise. Yeah, so, speaking out about this type of stuff can be very dangerous. And that's why I salute people like Jess Bree, who are boots on the ground. I mean, she out there, putting in work. Follow her on TikTok, fam. She put in a lot of work on this Nolan Wells case, and she is not afraid. Even if she is afraid, she being led, by the Spirit. She like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to speak the truth. First-hand or second-hand information. That's what we want to know, right? And that's critical. Did this person actually see or hear something themselves? Or are they repeating what somebody told them? Now, this person said that they actually saw, they were actually there. They said that they were actually on Horn Island. They saw the altercation that involved Nolan, and they kind of moved around. So this information that they shared is a little open-ended, but like I said, we're going to follow every lead, every tip. And see, the goal is, fam, is to continue to talk about this. Don't allow it to bury. See, if we stop talking about it, people who got information, they might decide that nobody cares about the case anymore. Perhaps people have moved on. So if we're talking about it, it might jar somebody's memory. It might make somebody say, you know what, man, I got the information. I'm going to go ahead and speak on it. Or maybe somebody don't know about that $125,000 reward that's out there for information that could lead to the arrest and conviction of the people who are involved with Nolan's death. Where was the tipster during the relevant period. If they were on Horn Island, near the boat, or around Nolan and his friends, that dramatically changes the potential significance of the information. What does the tipster claim to know? We need to know all of that. We need to get the tipster and put him in a safe place. Get him out of Mississippi. A useful tip needs specifics. People, times, locations, conversations, or actions investigators can independently verify. When I say investigators, I ain't talking about the state investigators. I'm talking about independent investigators, because we don't trust the state of Mississippi as far as we can throw it. Can the tip be corroborated? Phone records, GPS data, photographs, videos, receipts, surveillance footage, and other witnesses could potentially confirm or disprove parts of an account. So we're not just automatically believing everything that we hear. Stuff have to be verified. It's important to know, does the tip fill the gap? Does it fill the gap in Nolan's timeline? That's potentially more important than whether the tip sounds sensational. Does the tip contradict anything investigators have already been told? If so, investigators would need to determine which account is supported by objective evidence. We need to know, man. We need to know what's going on. Does the tip, see, this is what I'm saying. We want all of the tips, but I want the good tips. We take the good tips, we take the bad tips, we take any tips, right? But the most valuable tip to me is the ones that can provide investigators with information that they don't know. Give us a name that we haven't heard yet. You dig what I'm saying? Give us a name we haven't heard. Tell us something that we don't know. Drop a phone number, drop a photo, show us some video, because we know you got it. There were hundreds of people out there on Horn Island on the day that Nolan allegedly disappeared. Hundreds. Bunch of youngsters and adults. What happened to the adults that were on the island? We haven't heard anything from them. We haven't heard anything from any of the adults. They're trying to make it seem like this was just a bunch of kids just out just having fun, and there were no adults anywhere around. Just a bunch of kids on boats. A bunch of kids. Where are the adults that were on Horn Island when Nolan Wells allegedly disappeared? Where are the adults? I want to know. I need a name. I want to see some photographs. I want to see some video. I need to see all of that. And why wasn't this person previously identified? Did investigators know they existed? Were they ever interviewed? Or is this genuinely someone new? Got to ask some questions, man. Did investigators overlook this person? Or did the person simply never come forward? Those are completely different situations, right? And if this person did come forward, how did investigators respond to the tip? Did they immediately schedule an interview, request evidence, seek additional records, re-interview somebody? What the hell did they do? Let me tell you something, fam. On the state side, I don't really believe there's an investigation going on. I think they've been over there sitting on their hands for weeks. Usually, if you're really investigating, you're going to give people some type of update. There'll be some type of update. We're getting close. We got this. We know that this happened. Da da da. We are investigating all leads. La da da da. They're gonna give you something. They haven't given us anything but silence, crickets. Watch what investigators do next. Watch what they do next. Their actions just may tell us more about how seriously they're taking the information than any public statement. I'm following the investigators. I'm listening. I'm watching them. And they're not giving me anything, fam. If I'm an investigator, I'm coming out smoking. I'm holding press conference. Okay, listen, now I'm not going to give y'all everything. I'm not going to give you the smoking gun, but I'm going to let you know, just like when, let's say there's a mass shooting. You know how quick investigators are to call a press conference, and how often they give updates? They give updates like 2-3 times a day on these major cases. Major cases, 2-3 times a day. We ain't got a damn update, and we ain't got 2 or 3 updates in the whole damn investigation during the whole time of the investigation, or the so-called investigation. May have been 2 updates, and that's it. 2 updates in 2 months. Come on, fam. More than July, August, September. Okay, that haven't been 2 months. It haven't been quite 2. I don't know why it seems so long. This seems like this has been going on a long time, but it hasn't quite been 2 months. But several weeks. No updates. Y'all got to do something about that, Mississippi. Ain't nobody picking on y'all. Y'all earned that reputation. We're not picking on y'all. We exposing y'all. If y'all don't like it, do better. No more talk.